though. It's an internal document.
There you go.
Can you hear us, Gary?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, excellent.
We have success. Is that our lawyer?
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me or?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great.
All right, so you're good to go.
Okay, we want to start with the Monroe County Industrial Development Executive Committee. I want to call the meeting to order. And we need a motion to approve the minutes from May 13th, 2025.
I'll approve it. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So we're here today to listen to a couple of proposals from our community partners here today. A lot of folks in the room here, you look very familiar. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with RTMA, Rock With Your Hands. Bob, you wanna?
Yeah. First, I'd like to introduce Rich Turner and Carrie Martin. Rich is the Director of Workforce Development, and Carrie Martin is our Finger Lakes Youth Apprenticeship Coordinator. I am transitioning a lot of the events and stuff like that to the appropriate staff members, so I'm gonna let Rich and Carrie present this year.
We're gonna have a video show you. Carrie's gonna hand out some information for everybody, just because we wanted to share some information along with our video. The video's about less than a minute and a half, I believe, so.
All right, here we go.
We're here at Rock With Your Hands, the premier career exploration event for advanced manufacturing in Rochester, New York.
We're going to be talking with community leaders and companies to learn more about why events like this are so important to building tomorrow's workforce in our region in advanced manufacturing.
We've been investing a lot in trying to connect young people to job opportunities because there's a lot of really good paying jobs that are available in the community.
The event like this is an opportunity to interface with students, help them understand the importance of manufacturing, and give them ideas about potential careers.
You can get right in, you can start right away. If you want to go and further your education, you can, but it's good to have people understand that there are positions out there that if you just want to get going, you can.
Those job opportunities are just going to be just endless here in the region, and we really need to make sure that our young people who are going through high school, they're about to graduate, know what those opportunities are.
You need the schools to teach the skills. You need the businesses to provide the jobs. The RTMA can bring all of that together.
It's important to start young and kind of inspire them into getting in manufacturing, doing additional stuff with your hands and creating something.
It's the way of the future. It's just what we have to be thinking about for the future of our children.
Thank you, Elsa. So I want to thank the county and MCIDC for its support of this program in years past. This will be the 4th annual event this summer, or this fall, excuse me. The last 2 years, we've seen over 1,500 students from over 50 schools in the Rochester and Finger Lakes region coming to this event. In the first year, we had over 700 students. We also see over 60 to 70 businesses. I believe we're hearing for about 80 this year. And we already have student RFPs from more than a dozen schools, about 500 some odd students, not including almost the automatic 500 we're going to get from the city school district. We just gave some information out with our review book from last year with a message from the county executive and the mayor. We also just gave a quick fact sheet that we created, just talking about the different things that we're doing with Rock With Your Hands, whether it's, manufacturing, skilled trades, heavy equipment. We even have anything from cosmetology and beyond. So there's a whole bunch of different opportunities here.
Wait, you have cosmetology there too?
We've had cosmetology here. We've had agricultural. We've had food and farming. We actually had an alpaca last year. So it's a really great event, and we had nothing but positive interactions between all of our students and all the businesses and even the news media that's covered the event as well. So once again, we're respectfully asking for the request of $10,000 for this year's event through MCIDC.
Is that to be used to feed the 1,500 folks, or how?
Part of it's used to feed everybody. Part of it's used for the maintenance, the setting up of the tables, the bringing the stuff there. We do provide snacks and waters for every student and chaperone in attendance, plus a hot lunch from the vendor at the station.
Any questions, for Rich? Okay, so we need a motion. Now, what happens here is that, the executive committee is gonna review this. It goes to the, board, Wednesday for their approval. So, I need a motion from the, executive committee here, to approve the, delivery of a contract to RTMA for the Rock Your Hands event scheduled on October 7th, 2025.
And recommend to the full board. I'll add that. I should add that in there.
Right.
I'll move it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.
So Allison will be in touch after Wednesday.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Rich, it was my intention to make you sweat, but we
I
couldn't,
knew you were trying.
we couldn't do that. I mean, the program is outstanding. All right.
Have a good afternoon.
Thanks. Next is the Camp Hard Hat program. And Kim, you're on.
I'm on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm Kim Gaylord, I'm president and CEO of the Builders Exchange, and I'm also the treasurer for Camp Hard Hat. Camp Hard Hat is a unique summer camp for kids ages 12 to 15 to expose them to construction. But it's more than that, it's teamwork, it's collaboration, it's communication, problem solving. And last year, Monroe County, through the IDA, graciously gave us $25,000. The $25,000 is used for the instructor salaries. It's taught, each camp over the 7 weeks is taught by 2 BOCES instructors. So we have the BOCES salary along with their benefits that need to be paid. We just wrapped up all 7 camps for 2025, and I shared some statistics. So in 2024, we had 168 registered with 148 attended, and 3 of the 5 camps within Monroe County were at max capacity, which is between 25 and 30 kids. This year, we had 195 registered, 177 attended, 4 Monroe County camps at max capacity. One of the camps in Monroe County this year transitioned to the Seneca Park Zoo. And we built in the front part of the zoo a huge pergola. It was a great piece. You walk in and you see it. A lot of publicity for both the zoo and Camp Hard Hat during that time. And we are committed to the zoo for probably the foreseeable future with projects. So we are respectfully asking for $25,000 again this year.
Kim, is this run exclusively during the summer?
Yes, it's only run during the summer. We are a little late getting the application and some paperwork figured out this year, and I apologize for that.
So it's over with?
It's over with, but this money was committed. It was last year. Remember, we did commit to 3 years.
All right.
And then an evaluation.
Any questions for Kim?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. We need a motion to approve the executive, the execution and delivery of the contract for Camp Hard Hats for the 2025 summer camp for up to $25,000.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Okay, this goes to our full board. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right. Okay, Kim.
Thank you.
Goes to our full board. Next, the Rochester Museum and Science Center Career Ladders Program.
We have a small army here today.
All right, Todd.
Hi, thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. My name is Cal Musemeyer. I'm the Vice President of Programs and Exhibits at the Rochester Museum and Science Center. For all 4 of us, it's our first time in front of you for this program, and I'm not going to do most of the talking. I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues. But just from a personal note, I'm really excited to be able to speak to you today about the Career Ladder program, and thank you for your past support. because I was Director of Education in 2011 when we started the program. So it's just been a joy for me to watch it grow under so many different people and see all the different staff that have been involved with it. So I will turn it over to my colleagues.
I'm Stephanie Hildreth. I'm the Assistant Director of Education. This year, with your support, we have been able to grow our Career Ladder program and expand into a different department within the RMSC. So we now have not only Career Ladder staff in our education department, but our guest services department as well, where they are learning and growing their customer service skills, which are highly transferable out in the workforce. We have also been able to develop 3 new science encounters that are now in rotation at the RMSC. So one you will see here today. The 2 others are about air pollution and water pollution that we have been able to develop. I'll turn it over to Aubrey.
Okay, my name's Aubrey. I started at the museum at age 17 in 2012 as part of the Career Ladder program. And it was a time in my life where I was virtually unemployable. All I had to recommend me was that I didn't get into trouble, and my aunt thought I took care of her kids okay sometimes. But at the museum, I really had the opportunity to grow and learn those workforce skills that have really shaped the trajectory of my life. I didn't have a lot of direction or ambition at the time, and my experience on the Career Ladder got me ready for all the jobs that I've had since. I moved on and went and worked in a very different job in the office world. I worked in surety for a little while, but recently came back and found that I wanted to give back to the museum because I believe so strongly in their programming. So I'm now a full-time staff member at the museum. And now this is Thea, who is a current Career Ladder staff.
Thea, I came to the museum about 2 years ago. Wasn't originally part of Career Ladder, but then was moved over to Career Ladder, and it's been a fantastic opportunity to gain the skills, be able to work on projects. The education department has provided so many opportunities to just expand skills in both museums and education. One of those things is my Simple Sparrows science encounter, teaching kids the basics of coding. Take just like a second.
We've got a demonstration.
Yeah.
Matt, you better have something up your sleeve. Yeah.
I do see my TikTok video.
So while he is connecting, because it connects during Bluetooth, our Spiros are a robot we utilized at the RMSC. We use them in camps, we use them for public programming, and then Thea working alongside our Joe Wilson Science Consultant Program, which we have been able to give her more time in that part of the museum as well. Has been able to develop a science encounter, which is a quick science demonstration where the public comes up and they say, hey, what do you got? And we show them something cool, hoping to spark their interest and do some science communication with them.
Something that's so important about the Career Ladder program is these are staff that are directly engaging with visitors. And we know from research across the museum field that it is those staff interactions that have the largest impact on a meaningful visitor experience and a positive visitor experience. One of the things that our Career Ladder staff do is they implement a COVES survey, which is an exit survey, and our visitors have been ranking our staff helpfulness as a 9.4 out of 10. So that's really significant for creating that positive visitor experience.
Is there a Wi-Fi network we could jump on?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's MC vendor. And that's the password.
Oh, boy.
Super complicated.
Okay, so you want to hop over to their laptop to look at the, I'd rather we can show you.
No, you're okay.
And hopefully not going for time.
One of the things I would add about my personal experience with the Career Ladder is the museum is such a has so many different projects that you can really explore and grow into new skills. So as a young person who's starting out, you might not know what you're good at. I was pretty withdrawn and snarky and not really a go-getter, but I found that I actually had kind of a knack for performance and working with people, and that was something that was really a shock to me. It was not part of my identity, and informed my decisions going forward and the types of opportunities that I went out and looked for, knowing that engaging with people and communicating was actually a strength.
And Aubrey kind of undersold herself a little bit. Yes, she's a full-time staff member. She supervises the entire outreach program and all shows that happen.
And here's Thea, and hopefully everyone can see the Sphero on the floor.
So first I'm just orienting it to where I am. There we go. Excuse me, bringing up my notes. So like I said, this is a demonstration to sort of just explain in as simple terms as we can process of coding, and how it affects robots. So you need to learn objectives or learn what a robot is, understand the basics of block code, and develop problem-solving skills. So I start setting up this enclosure, and I would probably start with uncover previous knowledge and ask us what they already know about robots and coding, let them answer, and then go off of whatever they say.
What do we know about robots?
They're smart.
They're smart because we code them to be.
Yes. They're as smart as the information you give them.
So the robot I'm using right now is called a Sphero. Is connected to the iPad tablet that I use, and I'm using an app called Sphero Play. It's an app that's designed to help teach children how to code, and you can also have different ways of controlling where it moves. The first activity that I do is I'm going to have the robot move in a square. The way I'm going to do that is by giving it simple instructions in form of block code. So first, we need to choose the block code option in the Sphero Play app, which would be blocks right here, and it always plays a video at the beginning. Unskippable for some reason. Okay, there we go. We didn't factor this into it. There. Okay, then we have blocks here. So we have it ask it to move forward, backward, or to left or right. So I'm going to have it move forward, have it move right, have it move down, have it move left, and ideally it's going to end up right where I started out. So I'm going to press start. It moves forward, moves to left, moves down, and moves to left. I'm dyslexic, got the directions mixed up. All right, but one of the things that we can't always control is knowing what obstacles are going to be in a robot's path. We can use an example of the Mars rover. We can't really see everything that it's going to see, so you need to code it to have responses in the event that it encounters different obstacles. So for this, I'm going to use someone's. Does that work? Yeah, that works. All right. So actually, could you stand? Yeah, right there. Perfect. So this is going to increase its range just a little bit. So moves forward, moves right, moves down, and then moves left. I usually use this with a different program that makes these move faster. But that's one of the fun things about doing these encounters. You never know what are the exact apps going to affect how well you're able to do this. So be able to work well on unpredictable situations is really helpful for this job. And it's a skill that I have developed over time. So it moves forward, and we're going to continue to try moving forward, so let's move the way, move the way.
Is that the same technology that is used in the floor cleaner?
The room. Similar, yeah.
And that's exactly the type of leading questions we like to make connections with. So you have a lot of kids will realize they have robots in their home. They're using the same technology.
And they're starting to think about the background of this.
Yeah. The Sphero ended up in a bit of a different place than where we started out. And I would then ask the audience, what ways could I change the directions to move around the obstacle? And then this would lead into more audience engagement, as I would place the instructions in, and if, depending on the age range, sometimes the directions will lead directly to where you want to be.
Can you cut it like how you would a pizza?
Oh, that would be a great challenge.
I don't think in this particular program it's able to move diagonally, but the more advanced version we might be able to.
With the more advanced version, Sphero, or Sphero Education, you can get more specific in the directions. It allows you to control speed and exact angles. With this one, it's just simple forward, left, right, and backwards.
Which is a great question, because in that case, we could actually let the visitors say, okay, could you try and see which way you want to go, and have them discover, oh, wait a minute, there's not a diagonal control, I only have up, down, so those are the limitations of this particular code. What could we change about it to make that work, and have those conversations?
And we continue conversations by asking other places where they've seen robots in their day-to-day lives, how would they control them? Because this iPad acts like a remote control, just like a TV remote. It controls what channels you move through, and so just sort of like explore these ideas. And if there was time, I would then hand off the iPad to a guest member who might want to try out making different shapes in the path, or try out different ways of navigating. Because my favorite thing about the science encounters are the ability for guests to have that one-on-one interaction with a museum professional and not just feel like they are being spoken to, having that information just like pelted at them, that they are also actively engaging in that learning process.
Awesome.
Thank you. So you have a proposal. We are requesting again $50,000, which is the same as previous years, for supporting this program. All of that fund goes to supporting the salary for the career ladder participants, as well as the materials needed for the programming. Thank you.
Is this a national program, or is this
No,
like specific?
RMSC.
So you RMSC created this?
Yeah.
That's great.
So we need a motion to approve the execution and delivery of a contract with the Rochester Museum and Science Center for the Career Ladders Program for 1 year, up to $50,000.
I move it. 1 second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. This has to go to the board for its approval on Wednesday, and we'll get with you and let you know what we've decided.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. Matt, you can stay seated if you like. I mean,
All right. So I gave you a bit of an explanation on this. we're here to request funding again for the GRE Economic Gardening Program. I have a little more detail in here. I can go through all of this if you'd like. It's really up to you. I know we had a little briefer conversation with everybody else, but the program for us is really critical to helping companies identify new markets, sell products and services outside of the region, and bringing that revenue back. And getting, especially leveraging social media, search engine optimization to be a little more sophisticated, especially in these days, on their internet capabilities. So I can, if you want to go through.
Oh, yeah,
quickly, That's okay. That's just us, you know that stuff. So again, it is interesting because the economic gardening effort, really, we talk about knowing who's here. It does help us on the business attraction side. Your support, helping those companies grow, also helps feed the intelligence that we use on business attraction and promoting the region. So some of those success stories, if we go to the next one, we did win, that's our 20 years of work with all of you supporting business growth throughout the region. And the other interesting piece too, the economic gardening program was the model of some of the work that was in the Tech Hub application, of which we look at helping companies enter the supply chain, get into those new markets. So it's relative to that work across the Tech Hub corridor as well in Syracuse and Buffalo, and the folks, our counterparts in West Buffalo, Niagara, are modeling their program after ours. And we are an award winner from the International Economic Development Council. And the critical piece is identifying sales leads. That's the number one thing, especially now. You see some slowdown in a variety of markets. So we're seeing, again, companies requesting, trying to enter new markets, get sales leads. We're actually seeing some repeat customers, if you will, because we've been running the program since 2012 with good success, leveraging that social media to connect with customers, online marketing, search engine optimization. And then if we go to the next one, again, the qualifications are $1 to $50 million in revenue. You are particularly helping us in our largest county serve companies in Monroe County, where about 75% of the business activity is in the region. And that 10 to 100 employees, $1 to $50 million in revenue, they account for typically 15% of firms in a local statistical market, of which we are pretty traditional in that aspect, but 40% of the jobs. So if we go to the next one, this gives you a little more detail. I'm not going to read through all of this. This is in your packet, but gives a little more detail on that website audit, listening posts, the Google Analytics, and giving all that detail to the CEOs that are local, helping them leverage some of those capabilities, especially around data and AI now, and just leveraging marketing to make sure that they're getting the eyes on their products and services, qualifying those sales leads, even understanding the regulatory information, which you know is changing by the day, the location of competitors, location of customers, that's okay. And then this gives you the process. So there's the discovery call, the debrief, and the closeout calls and referrals. So one of the things that we do, and your support helps us with, is fund staff that are involved in this process. So as we work with companies, we're helping them connect as they have challenges. They may need a letter of credit to enter a foreign country. They may have an opportunity in the semiconductor industry that we're also working on, or they may be related to some of our work in mapping particular industries, like we've done with optics, photonics, imaging, and laser technology, working with our friends at U of R and RIT and MCC, and some of the work we plan to do in agriculture, food and beverage processing. So your support obviously helps us serve those companies and provide the connectivity that they need, going beyond some of the marketing information that they get through the program itself. And then again, we've served over 315 companies since 2012. We've still got some folks signing on. They've created over 2,000 jobs, and we typically see 10 to 20 firms that are listed on the Chamber's top 100 privately held companies, with some repeat customers there too. That gives you a kind of a breakdown of what we've seen so far in 2025, and I think in 2024. So, and then just feedback from some of our CEOs that we've worked with. We appreciate your support, and certainly look forward to continuing to work with MCIDC and Comida and Monroe County to support the growth of these firms, leveraging this program and some of the other activity that we're engaged in. To date, we serve 23 companies. So I know Comida and MCIDC each provide funding support for 8, as well as some of the staff work we've done. ONAR and ESL provide additional support that help us serve the 23, and hopefully will be many more as we continue on through the rest of the year.
Any questions for Matt? So we need a motion to approve the execution and delivery of a contract with the Greater Rochester Enterprise for the Economic Gardening Program for up to 1 year, $50,000.
Move it. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right. We'll let you know Wednesday.
All right.
All right,
I'll be back Wednesday too, right?
yeah.
Do you want everyone to come back on Wednesday? I've told everybody they need to be here, but I can tell them they don't if you want.
It's good that they come,
Yeah?
because if we do them all at once, you know. Hopefully they'll eat a sandwich or something, you know.
Plan to be here.
See you later, man. Good news. Sort of anticlimactic, but, I thought all of these programs were good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The first one, you know, not that you encourage people to ask for more money, but
I almost said the same thing.
I would say, why you asking for
If it had just been them and not all the other people, I would have said, you know, we can give you more money.
Right.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Well,
I was thinking the exact same
I
thing.
want to tell Rich, what is it, that's what I asked, what is the $10,000 for? You just gonna feed somebody? What's the deal? But, on that day, I've seen it, it's pretty impressive. And, the kids do get an experience, so, they've got a lot of, professional folks that are there, and the way that they lay this out, it's over there at the, sports complex, where the stadium is at, and, it's really starting to catch some legs, but I said,
Yep.
So if you have a moment,
yeah,
we wanted to review something. Barry, speak up. I'm not gonna say it right.
Yeah, we need a motion to go into executive session to discuss the business or confidential in particular corporation.
okay, we need a motion,
I'll move, we go into executive session.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Adjourn this meeting here.
I'm moving.
Aye.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.